Hello, fellow pals and gals of the YouTube universe. What is up? It is your boy, everybody's favorite figure collecting Lobo here, and we are once again back. Hold on. Let me adjust that real quick. There we go. Make sure this here. Now, where was it? Ah, yes. Hello, once again, folks. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Figure Friday. That's right, folks. And according to I'm pretty sure that you guys know that if 1 plus 1 equals 2 and 2 plus 2 equals a fish, I'm pretty sure that you know it's that special time of the week where we spend some quality time together and basically nerd out about all things, figure, Funko, merchandise, memorabilia related of all kinds, shapes, colors, and sizes. You better believe anything in the stores you're going to find right here on this channel. Now, before the holiest moments, before we get to the good stuff, if you haven't already, please do your boy a favor. Go grab something to eat, something to drink, a snack if you want to, and because I want you guys to feel as zen and relaxed as possible, and I want you guys to feel as safe as possible. So please go and help yourself, and I'll be here waiting. Absolutely no rush, folks. Please, I'll be here waiting. Oh, and by the way, for those of you guys who are wondering, the music you guys are hearing or that you heard this a second ago, that's actually from a newly discovered band that I found. I feel so terrible because they've been around for a pretty good while now. That band's name is Ice Nine Kills. Now, to me, they're sort of like a mixture of metal music, but at the same time, they kind of model themselves after like horror movies or like dramas and stuff like that. Like this one that I'm listening to, it's called Your Grave Mistake, and they modeled it after the Crow movie. And I feel like that's just an absolute triumph because the band itself is amazing. They've made so many good songs, so many good ones, and I highly recommend them, really. For those of you guys who don't know them, I highly recommend them, One of my favorites, I'll tell you that. Okay. That's very good news. Very good news. Yes. Now, again, folks, I keep reading, the into the news today, and I have seen that a lot of things have been happening. There's always that stuff that's going on in like in Iraq and everything like that. And I know that my heart goes out to the families out there. I hope you guys are keeping safe and everything, and just I really hope that you guys are making sure that you guys are also taking the necessary precautions to ensure your safety during this COVID thing, because as you guys know, we're still in that COVID scare. Things are still bad out there with this disease, with this Delta variant, so please do yourselves a favor, take the necessary precautions, do your part, just like me, okay? Okay. Whew. But as you can see, we have hit the 3-minute marker, so we are going to go ahead and get started. But before we do that, I would very much like to show this new shirt to you guys. As you can see, it is labeled after one of my favorite cartoon bands, the Hex Girls, who are very, very famous part of my childhood, because I used to watch them a lot. I think the first time that I ever saw them was in the Scooby-Doo and the Curse of the Witch movie or something like that. I can't remember the exact same name. I feel terrible because how do I not know the exact same name of one of my favorite friggin' movie series? Like it's ridiculous. Like really. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh, these ads are killing me here. No, I don't want to watch freaking Fortnite videos. All right. Now, and I want to say hello and greetings and welcome back for those who are just joining us this fine Friday night evening, or for those who are actually watching this as a highlight. Yes, I see you. And also, for tonight's show, before the holiest moments, I want you guys to just know Hope you are relaxed. Hope you are safe. And I'm praying for you guys every day. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate each and every single one of you. And again, I invite you to sit back and relax. And tonight we are introducing two new funks joining the Wolfpack who hail from the world of that Excelsior visionary Stan the Man Lee, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, as we are introducing a pair of characters from a recently visited Pocket Universe. That's right, folks. So please, I invite you guys to sit back, relax, because as you know, it's just you, me, and the merchandise of tonight. Whew. But before the holiest moments, folks, let me just go ahead and get this first one. Now, just a small brush up on this particular universe. As I said, it is a pocket universe, pocket dimension that's actually known as the Warp World. And basically what happened is Gamora, who was the daughter of Thanos, oh, sorry, I needed that. She basically she got hold of the the soul gem, and basically she sealed the souls of the universe within the soul gem itself in order to incapacitate its inhabitants, right? And she additionally, like, she basically folded the universe in half, and when she did that, she actually merged every soul with another. And this, of course, this course of action accidentally resulted in the creation of the Warp World, which was, again, a pocket dimension where history was rewritten and adapted to those particular fused beings, And we're introducing two of them tonight. So basically, it'll be a continuance of last week's episode. And with that being said, I would very much like to introduce the first guest of tonight. Now, as you guys are aware, in this pocket verse, it consists of certain beings, again, that are fused together, like Black Panther and Ghost Rider, or Spider-Man and Moon Knight. And with that being said, folks, please give a big Wolfpack welcome to Mr. Diamond Patch. That's right, folks. Now, as you can tell, before I actually read up on the history of this particular character, this is the combination of Logan Wolverine and Emma Frost. That's right, folks. The Diamond Clawed Badass has joined us this fine Friday evening. And of course, being that he has the Emma Frost version, that makes him sort of a telepath. And after connecting right here, both of us on a wavelength, he has agreed to let me talk a little bit of history and his backstory. Now, let me just get him out of there first. Oh, easy, Diamond. Come on out of there now. There you go. There he is, folks. There he is. Take a look at him. And as you can see, as I said, he's sporting those diamond claws right there. Not just no, they're not adamantium claws anymore. No, now it's diamond claws. If this thing focuses, Let me see if it'll zoom in for you. Yeah, there you go. Check it out, diamond claws. That's crazy, honestly. But yes, a little history here. Basically, what had happened is that Diamond Patch was holding a seminar at Frost International, where he talked to the audience about how to start building a business by basically getting to know oneself, right? Now, during increments of this lecture, Patch, who was in the middle of handling his business first by dealing with a woman who talked about how much she had basically looked up to him, she wanted a preview basically of what it would basically take in order to become the successful man that he was. Now, there was a reason for that, and this is kind of where it takes a little bit of a twisted turn here, because my apologies, folks. When she had asked for that preview, he actually used his claws to focus his telepathic abilities. Now, he said that he could give her a show and, well, tell her a preview of it, but the way he did it was kind of crazy, because he ended up stabbing the woman, and doing that, it actually enhanced his telepathy and his senses at the same time. They actually revealed that it was, in reality, Death Strike or something like that. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, that's another combination character of both Lady Deathstrike and Mystique in disguise. And during that time, he actually ended up kicking her off the top of the building as the Phoenix actually showed up, asking him if he sniffed out another rat, which, to his pleasure, he found, and he said he knew it was her thanks to that good old nostrils of his, because that's one thing that never changed about Logan, was the fact that his sense of smell was always on top. You know, he was always there. I mean, he could sniff you out from like, I don't know, 5 or 6 miles away from him, and he'd be ready for it every time. Now, that particular character again, who was known as Patch, had another incident to take care of in the form of a sort of a defector from one of this basically like a rival of the Diamond Patch character here, who was called the Dragon King. Now, that particular character's name was Firebelly, who again, another combination character of the Toad and Pyro. Now, he had told Patch that he was set up for something he didn't do, and he asked for protection from Patch, you know, because he knew that he had to do it. He had no other choice, you know, because he knew it was a terrible thing. Yeah, a Fortnite this, a Fortnite that. Yeah, big deal. Okay. So back to it. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. Diamond had proceeded to stab Firebelly in order to get another telepathic read from him, which he showed he was telling the truth, you know, because that's another thing. One of his abilities is that if he stabs you, then he can basically see your senses, he can see your thoughts, all that, and he can tell if you're being genuine or not. So don't lie to him. Please don't lie to him. He then agreed to protect Firebelly and for them to strike back at his former boss for him sending Deathstrike to kill Patch. Now, sometime later on down the road, Patch actually had a visit from the trickster Loki, who actually came there looking for his help. Mr. Frost, again, he stabbed him with his claws, and in order to basically telepathically read his mind. Now, he showed again he was telling the truth, but at the same time, he kind of slammed the door in his face, you know, as Loki went on about finding Adam Warlock. Adam Warlock is another very powerful character in the MCU, and it's just I mean, there are so many characters out there, it's ridiculous, honestly. Let me just fast forward this previews. Hang on. There you go. Whew. Let me just get another swig here. Goodness. Oops, sorry. I kind of kicked the bit right there. Now, after he had kicked Loki out, he went to get himself a drink. Now, during the time when he actually allowed Loki into the school and he listened to the story about Gamora using the stones to fold the universe onto itself, thus crafting life forms together in the soul world. Now, it was basically he told him also about a creature known as the Soul Eater. Suddenly, there was another creature that appeared who was known as Devon De Vandra. Now, I didn't get a chance to read up too much information on Devandra. All I know is that she's a cosmic being who can appear and reappear in any universe that she chooses. Now, she appeared in the mansion and started to attack them both, but Loki to the rescue, he basically seemingly killed it using a blade. Now, Frost had mentioned that after he stabbed a Watcher, he found out that one day in the future, he would merge with the Phoenix Force. So, theoretically, he could send back a telepathic message in a bottle if he wanted to his past self. And the next time he got the chance to stab someone who's all goofed up on the Phoenix, basically, you know. So, again, suddenly, during that time, the Phoenix actually appeared in front of Diamond Patch and Loki, saying that he received the message, but originally he tried doing nothing. But unfortunately for him, that ended up being a boatload of work. So he came back to the past with the Time Bat. Now, Loki thought he was staying, but future Logan said he wasn't going to stick around for that, honestly, due to the fact that if another character known as Requiem saw him with the Phoenix Force, it would cause a whole just plethora of problems, you know. And Logan actually gave Loki the Power Stone and also pulled Diamond Patch apart into their individual selves, Emma Frost and Wolverine, once they were now separated, and at Loki's request. So that's also a good thing. They would be separated during that time. Phew, man, that was a lot to take in. I ain't gonna lie, folks. Oh, goodness. Phew. Okay. You guys good? I hope you're good. Because, unfortunately, I couldn't really find any fun facts about these characters other than the fact that their story is a fun fact all along, you know? I mean, there was a few little tidbits in there that I did find out. It's the fact that, as I said, with him being the telepath, if he stabs you, then that's the best way for him to find out, like, who you are, if you're telling the truth, or if you're one of the tricksters, you know? But anyways, we are going to go ahead and be shifting personalities as we introduce the second contestant on tonight's show with a rather shocking pair of personalities. Now, the reason I say that is because we are going to be introducing another hailing from the warp world who is part human and part god, but all hammer. But all hammer time. So please, ladies and gentlemen, give another big wolf pack welcome to Mr. Stark Odinson, aka Iron Hammer. That's right, folks. That's right. That's right. That's right, folks. The Hammer of the Pocket Universe has made his way into the pack, and I was able to speak with both personalities once again and was given permission to tell the story about how these two came to be. So please sit back and relax, huh? Dang, this guy looks epic. But then again, Patch, you look epic too, man. Both of y'all do. Like, really, I'm loving the sort of like ruins that he's got going on in the armor that he's got right here. Here, let me get this look at him. Check him out. Now, as I said, this is the Iron Hammer version of him. And as you can see, sporting the Iron Man suit, and of course the flaming and electric-looking hammer of Thor. Now, there is a reason for that. And as I said, why don't we all just gather around once more so we can talk a little bit of history about these particular characters here. Now, Stark Odinson here is actually the son of Howard Odin, which I'm pretty sure you guys can probably guess who that is. I mean, Howard Stark and Odin, the father of gods, you know, or something like that. The father of Thor, and of course Howard, the father of Tony Stark or Iron Man. And he was basically the chieftain executive of the Aesir of Asgard. Now, while Odinson dreamed of serving the realm as a armored-clad warrior, unfortunately, the arrogance that stemmed from his immortality and his godhood actually denied him the right by Howard. While Stark raced over, While Stark raged over his father's decision, his adopted brother Stain tried to calm him, only for Stark to attack him and mock his mortal lineage, due to the fact that I'm guessing he was, you know, sort of humanish or maybe more human than God. Now, Howard interrupted the scuffle, declaring it what was known as emblematic. I don't think it's such the same as problematic, but I do believe it's the same thing. Now, unfortunately, Stark's vanity that made him unworthy of the warrior's role, as the reason that title was given to him, you know, since he got into a scuffle with his adopted brother. Howard actually stripped him of his godhood and cast him into Earth with no memories whatsoever of his past life, denying him the knowledge of his true heritage until he learned the pain and the loss that came from being a human. So basically, he actually gave him the test of what it would be like to be a human, to see if he was basically worthy to get the hammer and his godhood back. I'm sorry, not the hammer, but his godhood. Oh, goodness. Oh. Wait. Don't fall over. Just stand right there. Stand right there for me, okay? Are you going to stand? Are you going to stand? Good. Okay. So being that he was cast down back to Earth, the amnesiac Stark awoke in a freezing storm in the country of Norway, only filled with instinctive knowledge of unknown and just advanced technologies light years ahead of its time. And with his gifted intellect and drive, Stark went from just having nothing to being the fifth richest man in Europe. These over the span of 5 years. I mean, honestly, that's impressive. Honestly, if it just took 5 years, honestly, and it became the fifth, that's ridiculously cool in my book. Like, that's just me. Um, now, he actually built a tech industry company under the name of Sigurd Stark. Sigurd, Sigurd Stark. I'm sorry if I say that wrong. My apologies, folks. But despite his riches and success, Sigurd was left haunted basically by his lack of memories, and it basically frequently drove him to drink. And I do mean drink a lot, and it basically made him like travel a lot, since he traveled through like the tundra while lost in thought. Sigurd actually stumbled into a mysterious unmarked forest and ventured deep into it, urged by a sort of like magical lure, and that was cast by the leader of the Dark Elves, Malekith. And that guy is a very, very dangerous person, honestly. Wait. Okay. Let me just put some more music on for you guys, huh? Wendy's breakfast. This guy talking about Wendy's breakfast, and yet, oh my goodness. But as I said, he was actually jumped by a band of dark elves, and his leg was pierced by a poisoned arrow, leaving him crippled under the orders of the Crimson Curse. Now, the elves actually spared the dying Sigurd and took him to get aid. And of course, during that time, well, no, I'm sorry. Let me run that back. He took him to aid their other prisoner, who was known as Eatri. Now, Eatri was a weaponsmith, and he was an expert in building like weapons and other dangerous traps for the Dark Elves themselves. Now, in a span of time, the two prisoners actually conspired to build Stark a suit of armor to keep him alive and to help him escape from the Dark Elves, but also to be protected from the Dark Elves' arrows. Now, finishing just as the poison entered into Sigurd's system, it actually drained him and left his body, just a sort of like crippled and just nasty mess to deal with, But he was still in one piece. It's just it was hard for him to move, and it's however, just the poison in his heart was stopped by the runic inscription on their armored chestplate, which of course was the yellow symbols that I had showed you guys. Now, he was still, just too drained from the poison in his system to regain his strength in time to stop the arrival of the Crimson Curse. Now, Eitri revealed a secret weapon that he had actually forged for his new friend, which was a warhammer made of cold iron that would basically supercharge the armor and restore Stark's strength. Now, before leaving to delay curse long enough for Stark to find the strength to wield it, I'm sorry, my apologies, folks. And forcing his broken body to move and lift the hammer in that moment, in that split second, a bolt of lightning actually struck the workshop, and Sigurd Stark rose once again, clad in the ruin-inscribed armor and the iron hammer, seeking revenge for his fallen friend. Now, here's the good part. Stark actually defeated the Crimson Curse and the Dark Elves, discovering in the process the decayed and mummified face of his missing friend, who was known as Algrim Vanko, one of those things, honestly. But that was beneath the curse's mask that he was wearing. For those of you guys who don't know, the Crimson Curse is one who actually works with the Dark Elves. I apologize if I got that wrong. I didn't get a chance to read up on him because I'm here for this guy. I'm here for Iron Hammer, because it's about him. But yes, and it basically refusing to allow the elves to keep his fallen friend enthralled and imprisoned, Sigurd actually took it upon himself to reduce the Crimson Curse and the elves to ashes, folks. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. He spared no mercy due to the fact that he wanted revenge for his friend, for the weapons maker. But a little bit later, sometime later, when the monster known as Devandra once again began to consume the warp world, countless scaled down manifestations of Devandra started to appear all over the world. Now, Ironhammer was fighting these creatures when he was actually reached out by Emma Frost's worldwide telepathic rally to fight Devandra's main form in the confines of the warp world. Now, following Gamora's defeat, which was a good thing, Adam Warlock and his allies actually were able to restore the universe. Thus, made it continuing to exist within a basically like a sort of small hint of the soul gem. So the new life forms that resulted in this creation would basically cease to exist. Inside the warp world, however, some of the heroes that fought Devandra, including Iron Hammer, decided to remain bonded and banded together and formed a team known as the Defenders. Now, that's a team that consists of the Iron Hammer, Arachnite, I believe the Ghost Panther, and there is another one, but I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. So, folks, please forgive me, honestly. Let me get one last swig here. Oh, goodness. But I'm going to go ahead and end the stream right there, folks. I want to say thank you to everybody who came out to see me tonight. I thank you guys for sticking with me this whole time. But I invite you guys to hit the follow button when it does appear right here. Feel free to sample either this video or this video right here, which will be a fresh Mortal Kombat gameplay featuring Mr. Kicky Longstockings, Liu Kang. But yes, I appreciate each and every single one of you guys, and be sure to head over to my Twitch if you guys would like to see some more gameplay tonight, because that is where I will be. And until next time, guys, stay safe, stay awesome, stay weird, stay yourselves. I'll see you next week, huh? Peace.